One of my favorite bikes in my stable, also one of my favorite colors. This is called Deep Aquatic, and love this bike, Trek Rail 2022. And I just realized I got my light on here. You may notice something a little off though. So yeah, this just happened. Luckily how they have this designed is that the bolt hangs downward, so you can see it hiding right there underneath the brake. So I'm gonna get out my multi-tool. Obviously I'm on the trail, just about to head down. One of my favorite little trails up here in this system, the watershed, but time to get to work before I go any further. So that was on my back, and now I'm just hanging off the handlebar here to access my multi-tool. I carry water in here. I could carry extra water there, but my rides are usually short enough where I don't need to use both. And in here, I've got emergency tube and a couple of wrenches. This is an emergency flat repair. This thing is super cool. I've used this before on the trail. It's Blackburn, and it's like the same thing that you would use on a car tire. You just stick that in there. It's gooey and it seals it up. What I need though is not this right now because my tires are fine, but I gotta tighten up that thing. So always when you're on the trail, make sure that you've got a multi-tool. So this is one of those cases where I could make it home without it, but gosh, it'd be a lot more unpleasant. So I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna have to loosen this to access the bolt so I can reattach my dangly shifter. So just getting in here with my multi-tool. Which multi-tool should you use? It doesn't really matter, as long as it works okay. This one's decent enough. Again, I'm just going to loosen this bolt enough. It's really hard to do this with one hand while I'm riding to get this arm out of the way so I can get to this bolt, which is right down there. So this thing is independent, right, of this mount. So I'm just sliding it up, and I'm almost able to get it in there. Maybe just a bit more. Let's give that a go. There she goes. So that's what I need. So I'm just going to tighten this back up a bit so it doesn't swing down while I'm working on it. Okay, so now, again, I'm not happy that this came undone, especially on a ride, but it's pretty straightforward. I'm guessing that this bolt here is a 3mm, and thank you, Trek engineers, for making it so the bolt wasn't coming up from underneath, because if it had fallen out, then I'd be really out of luck. So this one stayed in the bracket, and it was even held in by this lever. So just eyeballing it here, and clearly I don't have a tripod with me or anything, so I'm trying to do this one-handed. I don't know if it's gonna work. I may have to put the camera down to actually get this thing started. Don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it down. Really not much to this, thankfully. So just snugging it down. It doesn't have a torque spec on here, so that tells me I'm just gonna use my mechanics touch. So it's snug, but I'm not like cranking on it, but that's enough. And now I'm gonna come back up here, loosen this bolt, and swing the lever back down over where it was before. So easy enough. I just loosened the bolt and slid it back down, and it kind of just wants to rest in place there. So there's a light contact. So I'm gonna just push it so it keeps the contact. So I'm gonna check on this side and see if there's any space between that. Now it looks like it's actually resting on there. So I'm gonna come back here and do that here. So just going to use my camera hand to push on this lever right there, like that. Just pushing the lever down to rotate so it's sitting on there. And then I'm going to get my multi-tool back into this bolt here. And just like before, I'm just going to snug this down so I can get myself back on the road. Very hard to do this one-handed. Still get a camera angle on it. But feels good. Feels good. All right. I should be good to go. Back to the fun part.